Hey there, this is Katherine Cartwright. Welcome to day 21 of the Advent Calendar from Diamond Press. Today I received a little kitty cat in a box. So there is a stamp and a die set that is so cute. I am going to begin by, I have die cut, and now I'm going to stamp my little kitty cat. And I'm using some marigold ink from Stamps of Life. This is going to be my little kitty cat Hobbs. He is an orange striped cat, so this doesn't have stripes, but I'm going to make it work, and it's going to be our little kitty, our little rescue cat, Hobbs, who is so sweet. He's, I think, 10 years old now, which is really 11 years old, which is really hard to believe. And so I'm going to move to the secondary stamp, and there in the Advent calendar, there is a picture on the back of the window, the door, that it comes out of. Be sure and hold on to that the first time. So you know how to stamp and create your little kitty, okay? Because it's a multi-step process. And so you can see that this is the little body, the tail and all of that. And then the next step is I'm going to stamp this in black, which will be the face and just some details on the little kitty cat. So cute. You can see how he's coming together, his little leg. He's in like a little burrito shape. That's what we call it when he's all wrapped up. And all legs tucked up under there. We have all these little names for our kitty cat and all the different positions that they get into. A little loaf. He could be a little loaf in this one too, I guess. So anyway, here's the picture I was referencing. So keep that on hand just so you kind of know what to do. There's the tiniest little die I have ever seen, I think, in my entire life. And hold on to it. It is tiny. That will cut the little pink nose. Our little kitty has a little pink nose that's so sweet. And so I'm going to add this onto my little die cut. You could use other colors too, like a flesh colored or whatever. But I just had this little scrap of pink, and I thought it would be cute to have a little pink nose. All right. And so again, very tiny. So I'm going to want to keep my eye on that so I don't lose it. And then I'm going to try and use my little kind of sticky tool here to let me add a little bit of adhesive, and then I can stick this onto my little kitty cat's face. Okay, there it is. Just going to kind of place it in there. Got a little extra glue, of course, because I'm always an over gluer. But really pretty quickly, it didn't take that long. This video is sped up a little bit because it takes me a minute to do the boxes. But there's some stamps included too. With sentiments. All right, so there are all these dies for the box, and it's going to take me a minute to figure this out. Okay, it did take me a second to figure this out. So this actually is really the longest part of the video. So I'm just going to run this through my Marquise. I'm using some kind of craft colored cardstock, and I'm looking at the picture, and it seems like there are more dies than I need to make the box, just seeing what I see. I see kind of a main die, I see a side die, and then I see the two in front. But there's some extra ones and I'm not really sure what they are there for. So you're going to see me work out this process here and figure out finally how it goes together. All right, so I can see pretty easily that I think that's the box. And then there is the largest piece that looks like the edge of the box, and I'm still trying to work this out. I'm looking at it, just putting it together. I see this little tab, but that doesn't look quite right. I see this one, and that doesn't work. And then I start thinking, oh, maybe I can layer this together. Aha! And so I realized that I needed dimension. And so I'm going to layer this together. So there's that main one, and then there is the one that's going to come out to represent one of the sides of the box. And I'm still trying to figure that one out. I'm pretty confident that this medium-sized die is going to be the side of my box, and I can see, oh, that looks like the picture there. Okay, it's coming together. So I can see that for sure. I'm starting to get some dimension here. It looks a little bit better. But then I'm trying to figure out this side. So this has to be the other side of the box. All right. And so I'm going to take this little piece here and I am going to find the right direction for where the box is opening, and I can see where it goes together, and once I get that put together, it looks great. It looks like a box is coming together. So it took me a second, but I decided to cut a second piece and have the box be darker just to add a little bit of interest. It's really not necessary. But if you didn't want to fill the box with, the kitty cat, you probably might not want to see all that brown, but you'll see a little bit of the brown on the edges, which I think will give a little bit more of the illusion as well. Okay? But it's not necessary. It's just, like I said, I was just kind of playing with this, trying to figure out how to put this box together. And I think too, for camera sake, that you're able to maybe see a little bit better how the box works. All right. Which is actually really cute because you could make that super thick and add some fun stuff in there. Have some space, I should say, with some extra foam. So I'm just going to glue my kitty in here in the box. And there's a funny story, and I may have already told it for this series of videos that I've been doing, but our cat Hobbs, I had a box, something I had ordered. This was probably almost 2 months ago now, and I left it on the table, the coffee table, and it was just the right size for him, and he decided that that would be one of his new beds. If you don't know anything about cats, they love to be really tight and secure and in a box somewhere or some kind of very small space. They feel very safe and secure. So he has been sleeping in and out of that box for months now. And we had a cat sitter who came over and we said, you're probably going to find him in the box. And we did. So that when I pulled this out of the calendar, I just laughed out loud because this is completely right now in time our cat Hobbs. And I should have stamped, I'm kind of going on, but I should have stamped the sentiment before I glued this down, but I forgot that there were sentiments. And so I'm just kind of holding my breath. I'm going to stamp this off once and clean it good because this is the first time I've used it. Going to make sure it's dry, and I'm going to hold my breath and hope and pray that this works so I don't have to make another box and cover this up. And yay, it worked. So happy. All right, so happy per day. So this is going to be an awesome card to send to one of my children who are off at college when it is their birthday, so Hobbs can send a big celebration hug their way. I've got some patterned paper here from scrapbook.com. This is actually Halloween paper. It came out recently, but I flipped it over by accident, and I said, oh, I love that pattern. So I decided to kind of have a more fallish theme, but also that works with the little kitty cat. All right, and I've got some circles that I've cut, and I'm going to glue down my box of the kitty. And I'm just trying to see if I need to add some glue to the back, how flat it is. And I added just a touch to make sure that he stays secure. I had an extra set of balloons. These are from the little dog set earlier in the Advent calendar box. And I thought that would be cute to tie a pair of balloons to the box. Okay, so that is going to be today's card, the kitty cat in the box. Happy Per Day, also known in my house as Hobbs. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check back tomorrow. I'll have more inspiration. Have a great day.